Good morning and welcome. It is Saturday, the 7th of January. I am Flat Cap Callum and I'm hoping you are all very, very well. All right, coming up, what we got? Steak and a quarter I've gone. Was a little debate between full steak, steak and a quarter. Gone steak and a quarter, edged it a little bit. It's four bets. First race, 12 o'clock Lingfield. So you need to be on it if you are watching this. 12 o'clock, if you're watching it, yeah, you aren't, you need to be on it. 12 o'clock, that makes no sense. 12 o'clock Lingfield is our first race. So, yeah, we're starting early. And we have got a little bit of lean on that race as well. It's my second preferred race after the big race, the Veterans Chase at Sandown. So, yeah, 12 o'clock Lingfield, four bets. And it's three versions of a Lucky 15, one combination bet, and we have got a saver bet at Kempton tonight. So don't always do it. I've got a viable one for tonight. So we will see where we get to. Before we do that, we'll do our review of yesterday. And yesterday, well, it was close, but it wasn't. So yeah, all this week, the strike rate is there. The percentage of horses I'm selecting that are making the frame, we are there in the 30 to 35% bracket. Yesterday was 40%. So we've got the strike rate. We finally had a winner yesterday, first winner of the year. None of this at the moment is converting to us making profit, and I've got us as 42 down for the year, or 41 something down for the year. So 7 days in of actual the year, and we're over 2 days stake behind. So it's not exactly where you want to be, is it? But yeah, there's a long way to go, both in terms of even just this week. But I say that, as far as the week goes, tomorrow is going to be a quieter day, so I'm thinking it's going to be a £10, maybe even one bet day tomorrow. So we need to get a bit of something this week. Otherwise, this week looks like it could be lost to us. And one win battle towards the bookies at the start of the year. So yesterday I got it 20 on, 12.86 back, so 7.14 loss. This was an absolute dead loss. This was rubbish. None of them got anywhere. Well, none of them played, certainly. And then we started off well here. We started off Nick Vedder. It did get, it was non-runner and there was a 30p Rule 4 on it, so it wasn't much of a price and it placed. Barney's Bay was close after being backed in, but was only fourth. Six Strings lost the race at the start. And then Jack Ryan ran a really nice race and did place after being backed in a little bit. But that had a 30p Rule 4 deduction for the channel as well. So place double is all we got on bet 2. So not enough for a profit. In Meydan, Global Heat, that as suggested, that did drift and it did place. So that was a nice start. Charging Thunder stayed the same price. I thought that one might go in. Perdika did go in, but didn't run very well. International Angel was nibbled in actually, and I thought that might go out. Acclam Express was about the same sort of price. So that was the only other one that placed. So it ended up being a place double. Global Heat, Acclam Express was all we got there at Meydan. But first meeting of the carnival, you learn a lot. And yeah, I've learned a bit from first meeting Meydan. So we'll hope for better fortune the next proper day of it. Not doing anything Meydan today. And then finally Dundalk Special. Well, it started off special. We had a Nevada Brave went in. It got backed in. Shorty to 4-1. Joint favourite or favourite outright, can't remember. But backed into favouritism. That went and won nicely. Mans Black 8 ran a great race. And really, if it got going a bit earlier, could have won, but was second. And then the big dream was over, wasn't it? He went from the front, and you don't often see a horse burn up from the front and stay there at Dundalk. If you go too fast, you just open yourself up for closers. So I think it finished last in the end, and then Step Back in Time was up with the pace but faded. So yeah, it was a disappointing end after a nice start on that Dundalk Special. It was a profitable bet, so that is an important thing on its standalone, but not enough for us to have a profitable day. So that was Friday. What is Saturday? Saturday, well, I've got a Lingfield bet to start, a Kempton bet to end, and then in the middle, sort of the National Hunt and a combo bet. So Lingfield, this is our Lingfield bet, and we're starting 12 o'clock, and I've split-legged the Lucky 15. So Pleasure Garden and Gustav Hoist, I think they're both overpriced. And yeah, if we can get one of them at least placed, that would be a nice enough start for us at those prices. So we're going to split it, those 28s on Pleasure Garden, 22s on Gustav Hoist. Then the 110 Poetic Force 17 to 2, 255 Torbolino 22s, and then finishing off 330 Whalfer 9 to 1, 2 times 10p each way lucky 15s. So leg one is Pleasure Garden and the other three, and then the B bet is Gustav Hoist and the other three. So two different 10p each way lucky 15s with a different first horse. Sky are best for this, but not by much in terms of, I think it's one race, I think it's this one they're paying an extra place and no one else is. Then if you haven't got Sky, 365 or Coral would be next best for bet one. So that is that one. Reminder, if you're a Paddy user, Paddy don't pay bog at Lingfield, so yeah, I would avoid. So I say that, and this is the combination bet. So the most obvious thing would be to pair up the Wincanton race that's got a decent sized field with the 3 o'clock Sandown. But I didn't like the read of the race, so I've got one horse in that, and I've put it in my lucky 15. But I didn't want to kind of combo them up. So what I've done for my combination double is actually use 12 o'clock Lingfield, because that's the race where I found a couple at a price I think worth going at. And then in the 3 o'clock I've actually gone 4. So I'm hedging my bets a little bit there. So 12 o'clock Lingfield, Pleasure Gardens, Gustav Hoist. Most bookies are paying 4. So make sure you've got a bookie paying 4. And then the 3 o'clock Sandown, we're going Wishing and Hoping at 40s, Up Helia King 14s, Chirico Vallis 12s, and Sir Ivan 12s. So you put all 6 horses in your bet slip, and in the doubles, in the multiple section, it will tell you there's 8. So 8 times 25p each way is £4 you bet. Slight edge on this one would be Paddy, because Paddy, Hills, Sky and Betfair are all at the moment 6 on this race and 4 on here. If you did it with Paddy, you would get bog on this race, which is preferable. So Paddy's slightly edging it. If you've not got Paddy count, then Hills, Sky, Betfair, same place terms, you just won't get bog. So that is bet 2. Hopefully that is clear. And then bet 3 is the National Hunt bet. We've got 123. We're starting Newcastle, King of May, 15 to 2. 225 in the Tolworth, Nimeen Lion, 12 to 1. Then in that 240 Wincanton, Gambi Tiep is the one I like at value at 16s. And then the 3 o'clock, I've split legged the 3 o'clock with my 2 preferred, Up Helia King and Wishing and Hoping. So it's 2 times 10p each way lucky 15. So same as bet 1. The difference here is it's the last leg that I've switched. I've got a pair in there. In addition to that, I've got 2 50p each way doubles, Gambi Tiep going on to Up Helia King and Gambi Tiep going on to Wishing and Hoping. So it's an £8 bet in total. Sky are best, Paddy are second best for this one. So Sky first, Paddy second, if you've got the choices. Because if you have got a Sky and you haven't got a restricted account, then you get best price guaranteed on that race anyway, because it's a non-extra place race for anyone. There's a few playing 4 places there. So that is bet 3. And then we're finishing off with the saver bet at Kempton. This is it. There's some shorties in here. 6 o'clock Bawada, 11 to 2. I know it's a short price, but I think it's fine to have that in this bet. No extra places anywhere on that race. 6:30 is also a race no one's paying extra places, but I like that price on Always Fearless. If that can bounce back from front running tactics, and I think that's important, it needs to go from the front. So if that goes from the front, we just want it to hold on. Always Fearless at 28, and then we're going on 8 o'clock, and these are extra place races for quite a few bookies. 8 o'clock Hafit Alain 7s and 8:30 Delvey 14s. 20p each way lucky 15, and we're just going to put a single on Always Fearless at a price there. So that's £7 is our bet. Paddy and Coral are better because they same place terms are 3-3, 4-4, same place terms, but you'll get bog on all 4. Whereas if you did it with Sky, you'll only get bog on the first 2 because they're non-extra place races. Hopefully you're staying with me now. So Paddy and Coral are your preferred bookie for this bet as it stands, and then Sky is your third option. That is bet 4. All right, that is it for today. I don't think I've got anything else to ramble on about. No extra anecdotes, anything like that. I think we'll just keep it straightforward. I'll be back in the morning. It does look like a very quiet Sunday, as I said. I think I'll see that there might just be one bet, so it might be a 4 or 5 horse bet. We'll see, and it may even be I struggle to find four. We'll find out. It might even be a smaller bet than that. So it's a £5 or £10 stake for Sunday. So we're finishing off quiet, and yeah, we can wish and hope to see what I've done there. I mean, it's incredibly clever wordplay, isn't it? We can just off the top of my head as well. We can wish and hope to be always fearless in terms of what we're doing. But yeah, I taking the really bad jokes aside, I know we're on a bad run, but I'm sort of heartened by the strike rate there, and for some, they won't care that you're just losing, and therefore that's not very good. But I'm in the right ballpark, so just need a bit of a day to click. Let's see if it's today or not, or whether we have to wait a bit longer to actually have a profitable day for 2023, which has eluded me so far. All right, stay safe. Hope you're doing all well, and I will see you Sunday morning. Thank you very much. Bye bye.